Now to go on to some of the weapon katas. Excuse me. We have, or I have at this point, 4 weapon katas. Now, 2 of them are not Ishinru. The first one I'll show you is called Shishiban. We stole from Shotokan. And we did this so that our white belts would have a weapon kata to use at tournaments. It is used at Jo, which is slightly longer than, it is exactly 3 feet in length, and it's held with the forefinger along this way. The other way of holding it would have the hands located, dividing the Jo in 3s. Relatively equal lengths here. Got a Shishiban here, Rang here, using the weapon at a nice angle like this, and Rang. Stepping out of the Hikodachi, coming up over top, grabbing, repositioning the right hand, and this is a down block to the front. Stepping off into a left cat stance, high block, bringing the weapon across the solar plexus with a straight strike and a kibidachi. Stepping off to the right, high block, straight here, going right across. Stepping back in right seisan, a rearward motion strike, forward motion strike, and this would have the ki off. So from here, such as that. Stepping, bringing the hand back, coming down on 45 to a head strike so that the end of it is pretty much level with the nose. Reposition the hands, stepping forward in seisan, high block, stepping across in the kibidachi, strike, seisan, high block, stepping across, kibidachi, strike, seisan, high block, again kibidachi, strike. We'll do a minor Y from here, stepping in, kibidachi again, striking here once, stepping straight through to the rear, in a rearward fashion 2. Coming back up to the rear, separating 2, we'll do another high block, that'll be just to here, and then immediately completes the second part of the Y to the right and over the left. Now from here, in this portion here, where we're going back on that second Y, what we're going to do is going to reposition the hand, bringing the hand to the hip, circling over here. I'm going to step slide into a cat stance. So this is all going to be to the rear. I'll demonstrate one here to the side so you can see clearly. You have a good side block here where you're getting the shoulder around, just like you would here, a good side block, except now you have the weapon. Here, front snap kick, as you step down in the seisan, notice you slide the rear leg up, flipping the weapon around, grabbing underneath, sliding down, so you have an appropriate 2-hand grab. Then on that same 45-degree plane, coming down to the head. These will all be to the rear. To the forward of the camera, because you won't be able to see it from the rear. In the last 45, repositioning. Here, step sliding into the first cat stance, kick, step sliding into seisan. The elbow slightly out, bring the weapon down, here, striking. Subsequent cat stances, you reposition the hand here, do not scoot, but merely go into it. But always scooting as you go into seisan. So, pick that up and complete the kata. Last one, step slide in the first one, kick, here, just pivoting, kick, here, just pivoting again, step sliding in the seisan though, the third one. Now I'm going to just grab the weapon from my last one. I'm going to grab the weapon here as I turn around, transitioning to a low block, Again, get my hands divided in those three. Pivoting around, basically I'm at the starting point of the kata, down block. I now have somebody sweeping out the feet, avoiding it, left, right, looking to the left, striking, looking to the right, with the right hand on the top of the weapon. I perform a block, looking back over my shoulder, in a digging motion, strike upwards, cap on the strike. Coming right back up, reposition the hand, just the opposite to the other side, right, left, here, blocking, no kia though, stepping up, coming out on the right, seisan, again, with the weapon in the right hand, forefinger present, down block, and kata. In the one hand motion, what you want to do is you want to have your hand so it's pretty much in the center with the finger just over the halfway mark located on the jo. Again, this kata is not Ishinryu, but we've incorporated in Bob's Iron Fist Society for our white belts. The second kata, however, is Tokumine Kun. One of my favorite katas. Starting here, do not, after doing Shishiban, hold your finger up in Tokumine Kun. It does not have the finger out. The idea is, this is used against swords and the like. You don't want to get your finger chopped. So hold it back. Why they do it in Shishiban, I don't know. Added weapon control is what I've been told. Tokumine Kun stands with the feet together, stepping out. Now some people actually insist that the bow remains straight up and down as you step out. Miyajime, Kuiska, back to attention. Rei, the second Rei, come up, grab the weapon. I slide my right hand down. Again, the idea being that I want to get the weapon in pretty much even parts here. So as I come down, I situate myself here, coming up with the weapon out of the Rei, turning around a full measure, and you're blocking down here at the bottom. Turning the right foot, blocking across. Going back in the Sanshin, a third block across. And then coming down, this is striking down. Now the Sanshin, sliding much as a pool stick, stepping into a crane stance, a strike, into kibidachi, strike, and back in the crane stance, strike. These strikes are straight ahead at the solar plexus. Ripping here, always in the direction of the fingers. Here, feet are apart. Stepping into a seisan oriented along the 45, striking here, basically rib or head height. Straight across with the beat of the ribs. Coming across, again an opposite seisan here. Repositioning the hands as you come up, and then bowing, getting a little dip, sweeping across the body for a block. So you're blocking now the entire breadth of the body, head to toe, and then immediately striking. This is repetition is done fast, so as you come across, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice though on all these that when you're doing this, the stick is always down on the arm here, never allowed to come up to the neck, collarbone area. So always on the strikes here, and then underneath, trapping it underneath the arm here. So again, sweeping, and then moving into kibidachi, strike. Again, taking the hands, reversing the order of the hands, sweeping across here, the entire breath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stepping into kiba, here, back. Both of these rips are done to the hikodachi stance, the neutral stance. They're not done feet together until this first one here. putting the bow on the ground, simulating a person standing in front. I'm going to come up, hitting the groin with a kya, kya, and then ripping. Feet do come together at this point into an attention stance. This is the first time this happens in this kata. From here, stepping into kibidachi, 1, this is a full thrust, again, into the crane stance, 2, and then kibidachi, 3. From here, placing the weapon up on the shoulder, looking to the rear, here. So as I come from the third one, here, transition, I move the right leg a little bit here in the transition, and we're going to step straight all the way through into Sahusha stance all the way across. So it comes like that. Look to in the rear, here, striking again, chest high, stepping all the way back to Seisan, kneeling, down block, head strike. Okay, so this is rather high to the head. Stepping up, blocking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again with the thrust. Coming back, the rip. This rip is done to the Masubidachi position. This is the second and last time you'll bring your feet together. Okay? Stepping back into kibidachi, head strike. Up in here, flipping the bow around, I'm going to grab, and then as you start to circle, getting a baseball grip on the back, bring it over your head as you step out into Seisan, here. With the camera, you will look here, sorry, my hand's right, here, flipping, turning, placing the hand back here, swinging, and bringing right straight to the front. As you come in, I'm going to grab the bow here, and I'll have both hands downward at first. Then, as I take a shuffle step, I'm going to reposition the right, getting my thirds back, high block, going back into the hikudachi stance. I'm going to come down again for a rip strike. Ripping, again in the direction of the fingers here. Wind up, looking over to the right, strike. The wind up is done low on the back. And so here's my rip, wind up down here. Not up here on the neck, but down here on the back, striking here. The twirl is done with the hands flat, and try to think of a helicopter right in front of the head, so I'm pretty much centered up. I want to have that so I have control. I don't want to be doing it off to the side, inclined, because now I'm off center. But I do want to be in front. Again, ripping out, winding up, strike, picking up the foot. Again, a nice wind up, strike again, rip high to the rear. I'm going to step across diagonally and Seisan. As I do so, I'm twirling, down block. Stepping up into a cat stance with a wind up, 3 head strikes in rapid succession. Stepping forward into kibidachi. Oh, there's actually a third one. Now I'm doing a nose strike. So this is just a coup de grace. Here, twirling, and cut.